1. How architecture shapes cities. Urban design case study. Architecture plays a fundamental role in shaping cities beyond individual buildings. When buildings are placed together, they define streets, blocks, squares, and public spaces. Urban form emerges not from isolated objects, but from the collective relationship between architecture and open space. Buildings act as the physical edges of the city. Their height, alignment, and spacing influence how streets feel and function. Continuous street walls create enclosure and pedestrian comfort, while fragmented development often results in weak, undefined urban spaces. Urban block size and permeability directly affect movement and accessibility. Smaller blocks with multiple connections encourage walking and social interaction, while large superblocks reduce connectivity and discourage pedestrian use. Architecture therefore controls how people move through the city. Ground floor design is critical at the urban scale. Active edges such as shops, cafes, and entrances create lively streets, while blank walls and parking structures create dead zones. A city's vitality is strongly tied to how buildings meet the ground. Case studies show that dense, mixed-use districts support vibrant urban life, while isolated tower developments often feel disconnected. Density alone does not create good cities. Spatial organization and human-scale design do. Ultimately, architecture shapes cities by defining public space, movement, and experience. When architects consider context and urban relationships, buildings contribute positively to the life of the city.
2. Public space design explained. Plazas, streets, and human scale. Public spaces are the social heart of cities. Plazas, streets, and parks provide places for interaction, movement, and cultural expression. Their success depends on thoughtful design rather than size or cost. Human scale is the most important factor in public space design. People experience cities at eye level, not from aerial views. The proportions between building height and street width influence comfort, enclosure, and perception of safety. Plazas function best when they are clearly defined by surrounding buildings. Well-shaped spaces feel intentional and inviting, while undefined open areas often feel empty and uncomfortable. Edges give public spaces purpose and identity. Streets are more than transportation corridors. They are public spaces in their own right. Walkable streets with active frontages encourage social life and economic activity. When streets prioritize cars over people, urban life suffers. Design elements such as seating, shade, lighting, and landscape significantly affect how public spaces are used. People stay longer in spaces that offer comfort, visibility, and protection from climate conditions. Successful public spaces balance openness and enclosure. When designed at a human scale, they support everyday activities and strengthen the social fabric of the city.
3. Why some cities feel better than others. Urban spatial logic. Some cities feel intuitive and enjoyable, while others feel confusing and exhausting. This difference is largely due to urban spatial logic. How spaces are connected, organized, and perceived. Connectivity is a key factor in urban comfort. Cities with interconnected street networks allow people to move easily and choose multiple routes. Poor connectivity forces long detours and increases dependence on vehicles. Legibility helps people understand and navigate cities. Clear paths, landmarks, and transitions make urban environments readable. When cities lack visual cues or logical organization, they become disorienting. Mixed-use development contributes to lively and safe urban environments. When residential, commercial, and recreational functions are integrated, streets remain active throughout the day. Single-use zoning often results in dead zones at certain times. Density also affects how cities feel. Compact, well-designed density supports walkability and public transport. Overcrowding, however, occurs when density is poorly planned without adequate public space and services. Cities that feel good are not accidental. They are shaped by clear spatial logic, human-scale design, and thoughtful integration of movement, activity, and form. 4. Transit-oriented development. Todd explained. Transit-oriented development is an urban planning strategy that focuses growth around public transport nodes. Its goal is to reduce car dependence while creating compact, walkable neighborhoods. At the core of TOD is proximity. Housing, offices, and services are located within walking distance of transit stations. This encourages public transport use and shortens daily travel distances. Density is concentrated near transit hubs, allowing more people to benefit from infrastructure investment. Taller buildings and mixed-use development are typically placed closest to stations, with lower densities further away. Pedestrian-first design is essential in TOD areas. Safe sidewalks, crossings, and active ground floors ensure that walking is convenient and pleasant. Without good pedestrian design, transit access loses effectiveness. TOD supports environmental sustainability by reducing traffic congestion and emissions. Fewer car trips lead to lower energy consumption and improved air quality. When properly implemented, transit-oriented development creates inclusive, efficient, and resilient cities. It aligns architecture, transport, and urban life into a single integrated system. Urban and contextual design teaches architects to think beyond individual buildings. Cities are shaped by relationships between buildings, streets, people, and movement systems. Understanding these relationships allows architects to design places that are functional, humane, and memorable.